I'm looking through my Bible here this morning, and I can't see anything that says anything about your opinion.
Just trying to help you.
I'm sorry, but I don't need your help.
Yes, you do, motherfucker. You do need my help, sir. Can't you see that, you son of a bitch?
Could you please just let me check out my groceries?
Fuck you, I'm trying to help you, motherfucker.
Wow, this is...
You gotta ask Jesus Christ.
I don't have to do anything.
We're all sinners.
Okay.
He's not gonna force you to do it.
You're sinning right now.
No, I'm not, motherfucker. You fucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here, you fucking accuser. You motherfucking accuser. Get the fuck out of here.
Wow.
You motherfucking accuser. Accuser of the fucking brethren, you motherfucker.
Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am.
Can I ask you what's going on?
I'm pissed because he won't repent.
Okay.
I just want to get some groceries and go home.
I just want to know who's the brethren.
Right?
Who is this brethren that she's talking about? Guys, welcome, demons, addicts, everybody of all fucking walks of life that has supported this fan-fucking-tastic show for a whole year. Welcome everybody out there. Aaron, Lizzie, Kyler, Mouse, Bong in the house, Crystal, Jesse, Cody's up there, Rebecca's in there too. Welcome to the 1 year anniversary show. Can't fucking believe we made it this far. You know, here's to a year of making YouTube, like, I don't know, quaking their boots, whatever you want to call it, and ruining Facebook forever. And here's to another year. And to both my co-pilots, I could not have done it without y'all. And especially all of you out in the comment section. We are family, we are dysfunctional, and we love it. Salute.
Salute. We put the fun in dysfunction, that's for damn sure.
You know? And thank everybody for, you know, taking to sin with no refusal.
I'm just mad I didn't know about it a year ago. I'm like, man, I would have totally been on the train a year ago.
Well, you know, when I had the idea for the show and I asked Hoofbeast, you know, would you like to do the show? What did you tell me, brother?
I don't know if I had time, probably. I don't really remember.
You're like, well, what if we could do it just twice a month? I totally remember that. I was like, but you'll love it though. It's a very, very much satanic show. You know, we're going to talk about all kinds of things. And you're like, do we get to blaspheme?
I remember that. And you know, like, who have we had with us?
Reese, Achilles.
Like the whole way. We've pretty much had Kyler for damn sure. Kyler has been here
since day fucking one.
Fucking time.
Day fucking one.
Maybe Mousebong. Mousebong, I think, has been here like the whole time as well. And then we have so many others who have been here like almost the whole time.
Oh, thank you, Achilles.
Grown and grown and grown.
Yep. I see Johnny's on. We got some more people hopping on.
Yeah. So many people turning out. Turkey Man.
I was going to say Justin Pratt.
In the house.
Oh.
Yes.
Says, is this the Mormon meeting?
This totally is the Mormon meeting. I think Jesus just pulled down my flag.
Yeah. Jesus said, I love you, Dustin.
Ryan said, slap you down.
Jesus said, no fun for you.
Right. Exactly.
God damn,
right.
he did that side too.
I better be careful. I don't want this falling on my head.
Right? Oh my gods, that would just fucking suck. Dustin says congratulations. And apparently Rebecca Rebecca wants to get us freaking hammered tonight. It's officially time for Thailand.
All right. If it's your bleach party, Rebecca, you have to have a man outside of Cody to do your bleaching. Amen.
It's my bleach party, wax it if I want to. Wax it if I want to.
You don't have to wax it to bleach it. You just have blonde hair down there too.
You see, I don't know shit about the process really, so I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. So don't mind
it's
me.
okay. It's okay. Trips to Brazil are painful.
When in Thailand, though.
Oh, that's a beautiful, for a beautiful woman. How old are you?
What do you think?
Oh! You might want to be careful on who you automatically think is a female. Huffbeast, I think you gave us a little bit of education on that, did you not?
Absolutely. Yeah. When I lived in T-Land, that like some of them, like their disguise is fucking outstanding. Like that disguise was outstanding.
Hail Satan, Yabelka. Thank you.
Until they speak to you. But I've had many. I prefer a ladyboy leg massage, but on the other type of massage, they try to take liberties with you.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're like, do you want to have me ending as well?
At the bleach finger? Is that what you're telling us?
Yes. So yeah. So when you're on your belly and they're massaging your hamstrings and your rear end.
They want to give you a prostate check too?
Yeah, they do.
Yes, they do attempt that, or at least it has happened. I just
You can't just surprise somebody like that. You gotta knock knock before you open that door. You can't just be like, woo.
Crystal, you're the best. Would you like the spatula? Dustin says wax on, wax off. Apparently, over there, you can get all kinds of things. But that was definitely the perfect moment to show that one. I believe that was the great Babylon. Trying to summon here.
Yeah, we're going to summon him. He's got to show up for the anniversary show. Babylon.
Babylon. What the fuck, man?
I just sang Aaron's comment, by the way, the last one. Do you guys remember that song?
Oh, let me look. Oh, my computer is just being a butt.
I think it was Murray Head that sang that song.
One night in Bangkok and 2 fingers in your butt. Is that what you were talking about?
Yeah, you don't remember One Night in Bangkok makes the world your oyster. You don't remember that song?
I mean, we're talking 40 plus years of metal and metal only for the most part.
No, I have different brain cells assigned to different types of music. So.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
That one might have fell through the cracks for me.
It's okay. And now we're talking cracks, we're talking fingers up the butt, and we're only less than 10 minutes into the show.
And that's one of the things that I remember from last time that I'm just like, for some reason, our conversations always end up talking about butts. There is an obsession with butts.
Crystal wants more cock. She wants us to talk about more cock. Yeah, I think this is where Sugar Hooter needs to talk about 18 and over.
Okay, so announcement.
Before we really get
if I
started.
can have everyone's attention, this is an 18+ show. If you are under 18, why are you watching this? Go shoot. It's not for you.
Yeah, no, not. And just remember, and if you're around any cocks that might try to bite you or they don't seem to work right. I mean, I was at one of the local gas
There's a
stations,
quote for that.
and apparently you can get yourself a Big Daddy. And they come in multiple flavors. I'm not sure why male enhancement chewables need to have certain flavors. Does it give you an extra zing? Does your dick end up tasting like a strawberry?
Well, I know when I take it, my dick.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly right. Oh, no.
Goodness.
Dustin says, I just spoke to the flying spaghetti monster, and he is very supportive of this as long as there's beer and strippers. Oh, Aaron, for the win. We saw a lot of cocks today, and they were strong, veiny, and feathered.
They made me laugh.
They fought back. I just realized, all of the wonderful happy anniversaries to us out there in the comment section. Thank you, first of all. But I just realized, besides it being the 1-year anniversary, what is today?
Satanic Saturday.
I'll never get tired of that.
I saw you spitting out your drink. I'm laughing too. I love it.
I mean, I don't know. Chris Farley was one of those comics that the moment I seen him for the first time on Saturday Night Live, connected. I was there with him all the way. There was nothing that I thought that he could not do. You know what I mean? And then when he did that skit for Dirty Dancing, I was just like, I feel that my eyes have melted. Secondly, that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen. And of course, being on the set of James Carnes.
I was going to say, we have James Carnes joining us tonight.
He said I was probably going to be dead to the world after today, but here he is. Welcome, brother.
Yep.
Join the party. Rebecca
Awesome.
says, not the butt.
So in addition to the 18 plus warning, I'm also going to do if you're easily offended, please don't come over here and be a Karen. Go find it. There's a million podcasts out there. Pick another one.
Absolutely. Mousepong says, what if dick pills were like bean boozles? Like a mystery flavor that could either be good like fruity or bad like smelly dick.
That's hilarious.
I don't know. Or does it do double action? Is it like a breath mint for the person that is giving you the business?
Right. Hey, Reaper, is now a good time for me? Remember the question I posed you about 8 minutes ago? Maybe I should bring that one up to our addicts.
Oh, and I can't wait to hear just exactly what their responses are gonna be. I'm tickled pink.
All right, so I had a thought
Tickled
today,
in the
and
pink.
I thought maybe we could make a meme for this.
We could.
And so, I'm trying to pull out some fun for this anniversary show.
He's pulling out the what?
Yeah. So
Aaron says bubblegum flavor dick cheese. Fucking dead. Oh, go right ahead, man.
So women get away with showing all kinds of cleavage and stuff. So as long as the areolas don't show, usually women get away with showing a whole bunch of stuff.
Right.
So my question is this. So if I wanted to show some of me, then how far down can I go? Or is like the areola akin to the head? And like that would be no go? Is it okay to show like, all the way down until you get to the head?
Now,
What about, you know what? What about side tip?
the side boob. I don't
It's
think that's a fair comparison because from the waist up, guys can show it all and girls can't. So I don't think that's a fair comparison. But if we're talking from the waist down, I think if you're shaved, you can get away with more.
But we
So
have
I
nothing
think it's
else to
right.
show. The guys
That's not
have
my
nothing
fault.
else to
I don't
show.
make the laws. I don't make the women can't walk around topless laws because if that, So
Boobs for everyone.
exactly. I think we'd be a lot less stressed out if we were all looking at boobs all day long. So I think waist down depends on the hair factor because I think that, would be like, oh, now I'm seeing some top of the stalk. But that's what I mean. Like right where, like right at the top there, like where the V, your V ends.
We're
Like
learning
when you-
something new about you, Jesse. Oh no!
Like just imagine. Like the problem is imagine if there was as much like shaft on Instagram, on TikTok, and things like this, and like if it was mostly cock that's showing, men are going to be like freaked out.
Mhm.
They're going to their homophobia is going to go crazy about that. But women don't give a shit if somebody's, showing off just about everything.
Okay, but what if you drew a smiley face on it? Would that make it more acceptable?
Okay, so do guys get all freaked out during gray sweatpants season? Because my Instagram's full of basically cock outline. You can, there's nothing left to the imagination.
Mm. Well, yeah, we do live in a day where women wear, what do they call it? Leggings. Yeah.
Right.
And
We could go back
that
to
often
wearing
doesn't leave anything
odd
for the
pieces.
Right. Like sometimes you can see right up your moose knuckle in those. There's nothing in the imagination.
Yes, the camel toe has always been in season, and unfortunately for a lot of women, and sometimes we don't want to see that. But you know what
You
I
don't
mean?
want to see the hairy hatchet wound sticking out. It's like, nah, don't want to.
Brilliantly fucked up. Dustin says, free the nipple for all. If you're trying to do equal to the cleavage, then I would say about the top hairy area before the cock. I
That's
do
what I'm
think
saying.
there needs to be more male nudity in American films. More nudity of all.
Exactly.
Looks like you have a supporter, sir. Aaron says, or moose knuckles. Oh my goodness. Crystal, you fucking rock. I want a restaurant called Wet Willie where your waiter is wearing wet white boxers. You can throw a cup of warm water if it's not visible enough.
There you go. Dinner and a show, baby.
That's somewhere in this country. Come on.
I mean,
There was
so
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
if you're being kind and you're paying a tip, do you get tip?
A tip
Do you
for
get
the
that
tip.
tip? Yeah.
Well, I want to know because they tried to open a male version of Hooters and it was called Tallywhackers. I don't know if you guys ever heard of it.
Yes, I do
and
remember that, but I
So-
believe it failed miserably. Didn't it?
It flopped. Yeah. So, but to me,
Not enough
I think-
Viagra for everybody working there? Is that what
Well, I was going to say that's not fair to the growers if the showers get more tips. At least with boobs, you're not going to have you might have some nipple movement with the temperature of the room, but it's not like they're going to be that what you get's what you get. So to me, I think maybe it's I don't know, for the guys that are less blessed, they might not get the same tips.
I'm so sorry. I'm
If you
so
haven't-
sorry, Tyler. He says, I need more alcohol for this. By the way, congratulations to Kyler. Not only has he always been down with everything we do here at Morgrad Entertainment since day one. He got the job to do a haunt actor at his local haunt. So,
Yay! Congratulations!
Congratulations, brother!
Cheers to that.
Fantastic. So, schwiggity schwig. Hell yeah. Oh my goodness. Apparently, Rebecca also feels this way, I guess. Kyler's saying lots more. That's right. Aw. You are so welcome, sir. Yeah, awesome. Dustin says, you ever heard the song Show Them to Me by Rodney Carrington? I believe I did. That's basically how I feel about breast and nipple exposure.
I haven't heard that one, but I've heard Dear Penis. I don't know if you know that one.
I mean, it's not on my top 10.
Well, you'll have to add it to your list.
Yeah.
Dear Penis.
Hey, Dad, why are you listening to Dear Penis?
I don't know. While you're in Texas.
Sugar told me to.
Not the worst thing I've been blamed for. Go ahead.
Right. Not you and me both, actually.
I wish that you had the picture of the camel toe I sent you this week for this conversation, but I thought you have it loaded because that would have been perfect. That was creepy as hell.
I was trying.
It's okay. You've been very, 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 very busy. So
I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie. After I got a few other things done, and ate something, we crashed out for
of course you did.
It was about an hour. I had to.
Oh, tell me you ate a chicken leg. Tell me that's what you ate.
No, but I did have Cane's chicken last night, and it was fucking fab.
Did you eat it in front of Big Pecker? Like, see what I can do, you motherfucker? That would have been hilarious.
I did. I that's how I got the edge on him. You know that I got him all riled up. I ruffled his feathers. Crystal says,
never forget the beaver tails.
The beaver tails. No. Cody agrees. Cane's is fucking amazing. But you know what? I'm not the only one that was on set this week. So I put together a fun little ditty here to let you guys know that not only are we just fucking excited to show you Killer Cox, but we're also very excited for Sugar's debut on the Trauma screen for what is it? Power of Positive Murder.
Yes.
Check this out.
The secret side of me, I never let you see. I keep it caged, but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end.
Hell yeah.
Thank you so much. I didn't know you did that.
Little taste. Because, I mean, you know what? That's one of the beautiful things here at Morgrad Entertainment. We're all rising together, and we have become such a huge, small indie horror family. And I think it's great when we all rise. The almighty Hoof Beast is going to grace his presence in Bloody Bones 2. And also the Chainsaw Sisters, which is going to be Morgrot Entertainment's first full feature film that we're going to be shooting next year. And I can't wait because he's going to lead the Cult of Cults.
Nice.
And he's going to fucking rule that shit. We are so excited to have you, brother. Yeah, there we go. God damn it. Cody says Reaper, the choker of chickens, a real chicken choking master. Yeah, it's a new form of kung fu, didn't you know? It's called chick fu. Housebong says trauma, heart.
Yes, big props to Johnny for introducing me to that community, and like we had so much fun. I got to hang out with him again for the first time since April, and just had a fucking blast. Oh, yeah, don't fuck with the cocks.
Turkey Man 2 told me to tell Reaper not to fuck with the cocks. Well, he lost this time, so we'll see what happens next time. Aaron says, so proud of you, Sugar.
Oh, thank you.
Props to you guys. Thank you. Yes, I couldn't agree more. A lot of great movie projects coming up, most def. And this is a testament to everybody out there. If you have dreams, and I know every fucking day, everyone, all of us are surrounded by people that say you can't do that. Why would you? What the fuck you want to do that for? Don't listen. Don't give in. This is what true freedom is, people. You follow that dream. You fall down, you get back up, but damn it, take a chance. This is one life to live, and I ain't quoting the motherfucking soap opera. Man, just go for it, because at the end of the day, all the naysayers are going to be the ones going, wow, that was really cool. And you're going to be like, where were you, when I was trying to do this for real? Fuck off.
Yep. Exactly. And that's what I've been just having fun saying yes to projects, and they're so much fun. But
Kyler says, I'll knock your cock off doesn't have the same ring to it.
I think that's a great line for this movie.
Oh my goodness. Like I said, once you see my scene and hear my dialogue, you're going to die. I can't give anything away. As soon as they yelled cut, I whipped around and was just laughing.
You whipped what?
I whipped it out. I mean, I whipped around. I was not helicoptering anyone.
You didn't have your gray sweatpants on.
I did not. Oh, man. I believe I do have some gray joggers, and they don't fit me no more, so I don't even wear them. And ever since, y'all been talking about that over the last few weeks, I'm like, shit, I ain't never doing that shit again. Cody said, a little over a year ago, no one knew who I was. Forever grateful for you guys. Man, that is what the underground is all about. When I started this over 3 years ago, it was to bring the true talent, the true creativity, the true art that is meaningful and passionate and dark as fuck. We love that stuff. So the fact that we're all out here doing these crazy fucking things that we never thought we would do, let that be it. If we can inspire you guys to follow your dreams, look at Kyler. Kyler just got his first haunt job. So happy to see that shit. Let's see. First adult cretins on screen and trauma hit. You see that it's been a week of firsts for a lot of us, and I
liked it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Balls.
Johnny actually. That's funny. I like crystals.
Cody, who dat? Kidding. Glad to meet you. He's such a smart ass. Love it. Aaron said I had to bite my tongue to stop laughing. Reaper killed his scene this time. He's been calling me the one-take master. I don't know if I deserve that title. Dustin says, Sugar Hooter, I forgot to tell you, my 5-year-old daughter found your book. She thought the woman in the cover was beautiful and liked the outfit. She asked me what was it about. I did tell her at some point I would introduce her to the other. All right.
That was a great way to handle it. Thank you. And if anybody else wants to get a copy, learninggogo.com.
So earlier this week, our wonderful, sweet, innocent, she's totally innocent, Rebecca, from the comment section, she had a suggestion for yet another name for what we could lovingly call our Saturday night soiree. Take a look at this. Nothing but meat between those buns.
I think we're back in that place on the other side of the world.
She sent that to another group chat that I'm in, and I was like, you're tempting me to show this.
That's hilarious.
Oh, but you know what though, guys? It is time for tonight's, if I can get up there fast enough because my computer hates me. Go. Come on. Go. There that. One more. Nope. Maybe another one. Sorry. There it is. Tonight's goddamn list. That's right. To think that for 30 minutes already into the show, we have covered so much, like, Hoofbeast's great idea to free the cock. So now that it's spooky time, is this what it would look like if Freddy freed the cock?
That's the one that falls into the fire on the barbecue.
The overburnt sausage that you get at the Waffle House or something like that.
He's burned up like a weenie and his name is Fred.
Oh my goodness. Just no to all of it. So for the week's blaspheme, this is pretty funny. I actually think that this is very accurate. I've seen a lot of people posting a lot of stuff this past week about what it's like to be dating in 2024 and how so many things have changed. Well, let's take a look at how maybe the Christians do it.
The problem is a group of persons known as...
Wrong one. So sorry.
I think missionary is the answer you're looking for.
Right. Actually, no, we'll start with this one. Here is a perfect example of what it might be like to be dating in this day and age.
I gotta tell you something, just please don't be mad, okay?
No, talk to me, shorty. What's up? Talk to me.
I used to be a Christian.
A Christian? I thought you was gonna say something serious.
You not mad?
Nah, I'm not mad.
Okay, good, because honestly, I'm so much happier being a Christina.
No, what?
Is it?
I love that.
Though? Well, I mean, okay, so obviously we're all adults here. In my opinion, if it was, obviously if I wasn't married and all that good stuff, to me, dating in this day and age is fucking frightening. What would it be like for you guys?
I wouldn't date. I have my friends I'd go out with, and I'd have people to call on for other needs, and then that would be it.
So you would be into basically friends with benefits, or the more cunning idea of usury.
It's mutual, absolutely.
I mean, yeah, if it's mutual. I know, I'm just teasing. I tease. I kid. How about you?
I have friends that date, and I can't. They're.
I don't know. Just take it as it comes and be nice.
There you go.
The words of wisdom. I'm like, if you just had to, like, if there wasn't anyone else in the picture and you literally had to start from scratch. Personally, I think that would be a nightmare. Most definitely. So many comments. Apparently, Freddie has touched the hearts and souls of
foreskins.
And foreskins, yes. Kyler here says, okay, I'm going to be getting a little soppy here, but I'm so glad to know you all, your family, to all the love and support makes it worth living another day. Y'all mean the world to me. Oh,
we love you.
And you're the best. Absolutely. I love this. Turkey Man here says, I think it's too big to be Freddy's. I don't know. I just never wanted to know, to be perfectly honest. And then Cody says, I mean, if Freddy was uncut, do you think the foreskin would have melted together? To which Crystal said the foreskin fried off first for sure.
There you go.
I love it. Let's see. Dustin said, but would you be dating now at your current age and self or much younger? That's a
very good question.
Damn. Two very different answers depending on that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, Now, wait a minute. At your current age and self, does that mean dating someone the same age? Is that what he's saying there?
No, like if you had to start over who you are today, or are you dating as someone that's like 20 in 2024? That's what he's saying. Like,
okay,
are you your 20-year-old self trying to date in 2024, or are you yourself at your current age trying to date in 2024? Because it's different when you're younger, as opposed to being the ages that we are now.
Shit, the age I am now, I'm still acting like I'm in my 20s.
I was gonna say I was running around getting blood all over me the other day, but no, I don't like. I mean, just me today, if God forbid something happened to my current relationship, I'm not sure I would ever want to get in another relationship. You know, like that's, but if it was me being younger in this time, I guess I wouldn't know any better. So I'd just be trying the dating apps or whatever's out because I don't know anything else.
Right. I don't know. I've always been like the by accident person, or I mean, you just never know. I was never a fan of those dating apps. I think they're fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I never bought into that shit. I knew a lot of people that dug it, but I don't know. Just wasn't for me. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. Like I've been with Dave for 16 years, so there weren't dating apps when we got together. There weren't smartphones, you know. So I never had that experience.
Well,
I might have had the video dating videos we've liked to watch.
Well, for sure. I mean, for me, and obviously in my current situation, it was through business. Working for the same thing. I mean, like that's how we had met. So I think it's really different for everybody. Oh my goodness. Mousebong says, I'd hate to be Gen Z.
Right.
Aaron said, I would have kicked my old ass. What? That's hilarious. Let's see here. Dustin. Correct. In my 20s, I feel like I would make it work and be open to trying more things. My age now, I would be more comfortable with myself and not afraid to say no and waste my time. And that yeah, I mean, that right there is just such a true statement. At this stage of the game, we know what we want. We know what we won't tolerate. We know, you know what I mean? I mean, sure. I mean, you have to make compromises. It's not how this shit works. You're not always going to like everything. You're not always going to be down for everything. But as long as you don't stand in the way of your partner's happiness or whatever, that's the secret. I don't know. That's just me. How about you, Hoofbeat?
Yep. Take what comes to you.
Or on you.
Oh, gotta keep the lights up. What the fuck? Kyler says, as someone who is 24, I'm gonna date someone who's older than me. Oh shit, sugar. Watch out. No, I'm kidding. I'm fucking with you. I mean, I think I could probably understand that because the level of gamery is probably almost non-existent, hopefully, by that point.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. It's not that I'd never connected with, people my age, but I don't know. I was always a person. It's all about energy. It's all about feel. It's all about, does it feel right? Everybody always says, oh, things in common, but you don't always have to have literally everything in common, I don't think. But I mean, it does help.
Well, there's also like things that are super duper important you want to have in common. And then there's like hobbies and stuff you can each do separately, that they don't have to be the same. But as long as your core values line up, that's what's important. Not, we have to crochet every Wednesday or you're not the guy for me. You know what I mean? Like there's things
that would be fucked up. I'm sorry. I'd have to say, go crochet your own ass.
First thing that pops in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like those are the things that don't have to line up, but core values of how you want to live your life have to, smart ass.
I love it. Dustin says, I feel like life experience and a mindset is different from 20s to 30s to 40s and so forth. You damn right.
Yep.
It is totally different, but sometimes I do believe in that there are some younger folks that are ahead of their time. It's almost like they're an older person and a younger person's. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I don't think that term's dead. I really don't.
No, not at all.
Some people, I think it probably just clicks in their life. They know exactly what they want and what they don't want. And I mean, that's cool. I mean, it's rare, but
it does happen.
Mm-hmm. Crystal says, I'm worth more, a better human at 46 than in my 20s. I'd have more to offer now, but I wouldn't want it. If Jesse passed away, I'd probably die somehow shortly after him. Oh, and then of course he says, I hope we go at the same time. Romeo and Juliet, man. Shit. Let's see. Aaron said, sugar just made me laugh so hard I'm crying.
That's what I'm here for, sir.
That's what you do. Crystal says, I would definitely date older than me. I couldn't handle 20s in my current mind space. I mean, it's like, I don't know. To me, it would be like having a child.
Exactly. Like when I see these like 80-year-old guys with like a 30-year-old woman, I'm like, what do you talk about? Like, seriously, does she teach you TikTok dances and you teach her how to balance the checkbook? Like, I don't understand like how you communicate. It's a completely, if you want to get together for a little, that's great, but.
Right. Cody says, hell, I'm like 5 years older than Rebecca. That's not a huge difference, man.
Dave's 4 years older than me.
Let's see here. Rebecca says, I like girl pop, but also metal. Cody doesn't get it, but he doesn't bash on it that much anymore. That means you've trained him. I'm just nothing but love, brother. Nothing but love. It's like sometimes, there's those differences that we just are fine with because it's like, all right, that's your thing. It's not mine.
Mm-hmm.
But if you dig it, then okay, cool. Let's see here. Dustin says, personal advice, you and the partners, depending upon what you're into, obviously. You're constantly growing and changing as time goes on. It's important to support one another, show appreciation as an individual, be a comfort in whatever way they need you to be. Always remember to care and make time. That's
the key.
The big one.
Never stop dating. No matter how old you get, never stop dating because that keeps it, and I don't mean going out and spending money. I mean making time for each other.
Exactly. That's the most important fucking thing is taking that time.
Yep, absolutely.
There's no such thing as, I'm too busy. I'm too busy doing bullshit.
Yeah,
You can
that's when people
always-
start feeling taken advantage of and not appreciated, and that just grows into resentment garden, and you don't.
Thailand.
Are you shutting me up?
No.
I'm like mid-sentence. You're like, Thailand, shut the fuck up, sugar. Stop talking.
No. Oh my goodness. No. That was me saying salute.
Mm.
I just figured
I
out
got
everybody, you know.
Thank you. Yeah,
follow
no,
suit. Because I thought that point was really, really fucking good.
Yes, thank you.
Now, you know, we've been talking about a little bit here about what it's like dating in 2024. Well, what's it like for seniors? What if you saw this?
I can't be here alone with you, but that body's so enticing. Pull back those covers, I'm the right lover. Got my baby on my mind.
I just saw the future flash before my eyes.
Was that not the stuff of nightmares? That's why I left it. I left it in there. I was like,
nope, I
oh,
see nothing
that's-
wrong with seniors still getting it on. Nothing wrong at all.
Nana.
Nope. I don't want to be a spectator. It's not a spectator sport, but I see nothing wrong with it. And I'm like, good on her. You go. You go, gummy. Get that gum job. Love it. Good on her.
I will never forget this. And my mother's been gone for some years. And I will never forget when I was in my early 20s when she was still with us. She said, oh, I tried a new shot last night because, you know, my dad had finally retired, right? So that was their, oh, you're out of the house. Okay, it's time for us to have fun. So, you know, their thing was going out to like nice restaurants, dressing up, you know, smoke cigars and drink. So, you know, my mom tells me this one time, and my shit hit the floor. I'm going to tell you that right now. I almost had to have Depends after she told me this. She said, I tried a blowjob last night. I fucking fell out. The moment I saw that video earlier this week, thank you, Babylon. Where the fuck are you?
Where the fuck is Babylon?
I'm telling you, we need to have him in here. But anyway, she told me that, and I was like, no, I don't want to know. She's like, no, it was a shot. I said,
yep, with the whipped cream. Yep.
I mean, I was pretty much like a professional drunk at that point in my early 20s. And I'd never even heard of this thing. I've heard of like the buttery nipple and all that stuff. She's like, oh no, the younger girls that like to hang out with, I said, younger girls like to hang out with you and dad. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's obviously a money thing. It was a different time. But anyway, and she starts explaining it to me. I said, I can't see you doing that. Has anyone else had this experience?
What's that, the shot or having someone tell you that?
Have your parent tell you that? Like,
no, my parents
how
didn't
would you
drink
react
or
to
go out.
that?
No, the funniest part, my mom will kill me for telling this story. So we used to go to Friendly's all the time and get ice cream, and my mom straight up ordered a Reese's Penis sundae and did not think that's what she. And we were all like, Mom, and she's like, what? I said, you just said Reese's Penis, and she goes, no, I didn't. And the waitress goes, yes, you did.
Oh, busted.
I was like, what? I don't know what you're thinking about there, young lady, but yep.
Mouse Bong says, I think that's a unique experience. Crystal says, I'm going to still be me when I'm 80. We will all hopefully be old and creepy too. Well, none of us are immune. We're all going to be immune one day. You know what? Honestly, I think we'll be the coolest.
You have to scroll up to one of my besties, Deanna's comment, because that's what I was giggling at earlier, and I'm so glad she's on here.
How did I miss this? Let's see. Where's it at? What does she go by?
Deanna.
Oh, there we go. Got it. Sugar, that's us in the home. No, ain't nobody putting this devil in a home. I'm telling you that right now. I don't care if I'm fucking bedridden. It's going to be in my home, simple and plain.
Yep. It reminds me of her bachelorette party, actually, because we went to Atlantic City. And I don't think we all got this dessert. I think it might have just been her, but it was a banana. And they did like the whipped cream and the little squirting out of it and all. And that was, that was an activity to eat that dessert.
It totally sounds like it. Was there tequila involved?
I can't do tequila, but there was definitely booze. That was when I yelled at the male stripper. That was that night. You want to hear that story?
Right.
So we got the on stage couch dance, the lap dance, and she was one of the last girls up to get it, and the guy was like half-assed doing it because it was the end of the night, and I was like, "Excuse me, sir."
That's a thing.
What's that?
I said that's a thing. Half-assed doing a lap dance.
Oh yeah, when you're like obviously
when you're
like
paid.
Well, like, excuse me. I said, what you're doing, I do that 6 nights a week in 6-inch heels. So I don't want to see you doing this. I paid good money for this lap dance. You're going to go there and you are going to grind my friend into the ground like you're fucking supposed to. Like, I just went off and he went back up. He's like, meh. I said, yeah, that's right. Fucking trying to be like, I mean, the whole show is ridiculous anyway. So at least pretend. They did Grease Lightning and they were like you do that. Ridiculous. Anyway.
Would it have been better to see Travolta do it? I
don't know. But I mean, like the limp arms, like all off time, like at least practice a little bit if you're doing a group dance. But you can tell the women that go like weekly, that are there with their money and they're like, whoa, it was pretty funny.
What's your take on male stripping? How should it be properly done there, Hoodies? How would you bring it?
How much would you show? Would you go full stalk?
I've never thought about that before.
Get the banana hammock and go make a little money.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't know about that. I mean, I've posed before, so I'm not that shy, but I don't know about like flopping it around doing the windmill.
If you did the windmill, I would have to run. I could never see somebody headbang into a windmill ever again. No.
Hilarious.
No.
I wonder if you could get both going at the same time. That would be
like tassels. Balls going one way, shaft going. Oh, I just painted a fucking picture I didn't want to see. Motherfucker.
Who's going to be Googling?
Damn it. I bet Crystal's in the comment section like, yes, give me double. Better yet, give me 4. Just decent. Wait a minute. Crystal says my mom made a stirring macaroni salad sound reference one day when I was a kid. She thought I was too young to understand, but I did. It made my guts squirm.
I have never heard it referred to as that before. I know
what she's talking about, too.
I call it the muddy boot, but I get the stirring macaroni salad is hilarious.
Unholy shit. That's rough. Mousebong says, I'm going to be a creepy old pale lady in a long all white nightgown freaking people out. Nice. Nothing wrong with that. We got to keep scaring them. We have to. Mousebong says, after 2 a.m., the dancers turn into GTAV NPCs?
I don't know what that means.
Oh, GTA 5. The video game.
Oh, Grand Theft Auto?
Yep.
Okay, non-player character.
Now I catch the reference.
Gotcha. All right. Sorry. I had to. That was like a loogie comment. It wrapped around my head a couple times before. Yay, riffraff! I saw Aaron's comment. He said it'll probably look like riffraff.
Rocky Horror riffraff. Yep.
One of my favorites.
Crystal says stalkers would be his fans' names. dancing with your thong. Crystal, are you getting a picture in your mind, young lady? And then she says the balls would be like nunchucks.
Oh my God.
And Kyler wants to run. He says, no, Reaper. I didn't start this. He did. It wasn't me. And Cody says, man, Beast showed them tattoo ass cheeks and let someone throw some dollars at you. Lizzie is dead. The visuals.
Oh my God.
Oh, Dustin says, having a bad image in my head of Turkey Man 2 half naked doing the chicken dance. Oh, you'd probably clean up and make a cool, sweet 1K. Come on, man.
There's going to be like a little subculture of trauma OnlyFans.
You know, and I'm sure that there is a market for such a thing. Cody says, make it sound like someone walking in flip-flops eating mac and cheese. No, I know what you're talking about. Oh, man. When I was working in retail, it was a sales gig, right? The one thing that we were tormented by all day long, because as you know, retail hours are like, 9 to 9 in some cases. I'm sure Beast can attest to this. You've done a little retail in your past too. But there was just something about that sound, that click clack of sandals, especially extraordinarily large individuals, and they would just oh, it was the worst fucking sound I've ever heard. It sounds like an elephant sitting on top of a whoopee cushion. I can't get it out of my head to this day. Has anyone else heard this late at night at Walmart?
Yes.
Just slapping away, and it's like, bitch, put some socks on, please. Oh, so that sound that they're talking about is definitely a bad one, but ooh, the sound of those slappers. I just something about it now. So obviously we've talked about racy grandma, and
the comments are killing me.
They're so fucking good. They're so fucking good. You guys are the best. We love you. But there's this belief that if a man eats a certain something, that his special sauce might taste really good.
Bring out the
And there was somebody that apparently was up to the challenge, and let's see how that worked out.
Every day I've been eating 10 pounds of pineapple, and still my semen tastes like semen. It's not changing flavor. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. I don't think I can keep eating pineapple anymore. My teeth hurt. My blood is getting thick. If I have to eat the leaves, I'll eat the leaves. But just tell me, because they hurt my gums a lot. I'll do anything in this world to have my semen taste above average. Because that's all I've ever wanted to be.
Guys, I have heard this. I have heard this everywhere. It's all over the net. There is this like, I don't know, urban legend that if you eat a lot of fucking pineapple, your partner's going to be very happy when it's fellatio time. So is there any truth to that?
I have not done an at-home experiment. I cannot comment.
Start feeding your husband a bunch of pineapple. Take some notes.
Honey, I got homework from this week's podcast.
Oh, that is the most unholy homework you could ever be given.
I'm up for the challenge.
I'm fucking with you. First of all, eating a shit ton of pineapple, it's so acidic,
eat up your
man.
stomach lining, yeah.
your stomach lining, the roof of your mouth. But I'm telling you right now, there's got to be some jackass out there that's actually trying this.
Mm.
I've even heard that there was an urban legend about people that are vegetarian or vegan, that there is quite a difference.
Well, there's definitely like,
to that.
If there's coffee, like there's certain things that definitely like change
Coffee,
it. Coffee's the one that's like, but I've never been like, ooh, that's like birthday cake. Like what the I don't it's what it is. It's like unless it's the coffee makes a major difference. If it's not that, then it's not like
coffee makes a major difference and it's bad. So you're telling me that we could
it's not bad, it's strong.
Women across the United States can go and pick it outside fucking Starbucks, because everyone's like, I got to get my Starbucks today.
No, you don't.
They could be picketing saying, damn it, my man tastes like shit, and it's your fault.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I just love urban legends like that because people are always like, if it's on TikTok, it must be true.
I'm sorry, I'm reading the comments.
I know. And I was looking over there and I'm like,
oh Lord. Lord.
What? Unholy shit balls.
It would be really helpful if you could be like, your vitamin B is a little low, babe. Like, just be like the at-home test.
How far up do I gotta go?
I'm telling you.
Oh, first of all, Mousebong shares my affinity for the horrible sound of the click-clack. I hate the flip-flop sound and big women pulling sweaty dollar bills out of their bra to pay.
Bra money is gross. Sock money is gross. Gross.
All the years that I moonlighted, I would get done teaching, for the day at my high school. And to make some extra money, I would moonlight and work a drive-through at a gas station. But it was in the hood because, Akron, Ohio, actually. And I would see it constantly. And that was the craziest thing. I'm like, what else do you all hide in there? Because they pulled out a cell phone. Bitch pulled out a change purse out of her bra, took dollar bills out of her bra. I'm like, what else are you got in there?
Some of us don't have.
Pull out like a gun, be like, bitch, I'm gonna put you down. It's like, what in the hell is going on with that? Oh, I hated that. Pineapple. Oh, yup. So it's true then? Aaron said, but he didn't complain about have to keep tasting it. God damn it. Mousebox says, well, have you ever eaten asparagus? Maybe it works the same way.
Yeah, asparagus pea and pineapple cum and coffee cum.
I mean, I don't know these things. I'm just saying I see it being talked about, and I'm just like, Kyler says, well, so right, sugar broke me. Lizzie says, I think being hydrated makes a bigger difference, though I don't track the diet, etc. It does taste different.
I think probably one.
I'm dying. Crystal says, why won't my parakeet eat my diarrhea? I don't know. Did you ask it?
Because it's not a cockapoo.
Right. I love it. Dustin says almost every country has a gross food or drink that supposedly if you drink or eat it, then you will be great in bed. Animal blood, animal cock, animal brain, so forth. That is true. There are like some of these quote unquote, internet gurus that'll tell you if you eat this, it's going to be this. If you, drink that, it's going to be amazeballs. It'll give you so much distance. I just think it's consumerism at this point. If we slap, the one thing that is most primal to our existence that we enjoy, they're going to market that shit and fool a lot of people into thinking. It's like a placebo effect almost, if you ask me. Rebecca says, what you eat definitely affects the tail. Rebecca! Oh, man. She's like, I'm a fucking authoritarian on this shit. But not sure about the taste after pineapple. Well, Cody, you've been past
You got homework too.
Section at the grocery store?
I just wanted to add, if you're just joining us, this is an 18 plus show. So if you are under 18, get your ass out of here. All right, back to the cum combo. All right.
That's like the sixth time tonight. Pretty soon I'm spraying Diet Coke out my nose. Unholy fucking shit. Oh, you guys are so good. Mouse Blanc says vegans smell and taste different than meat fast food eaters.
I have heard that is true. I do not know myself, but I have heard that is true.
I mean, I totally believe that just because we all know that fast food in general is just bad. Like,
I don't eat it.
Not good for anything. So, I mean, why not be, bad for your yanker?
A possum is dead on the road and a pineapple is lying on the side of the road. Which one would you lick?
If it's on the road, I'm not licking either.
Question right there.
I know what you're saying, though.
There you go.
Yeah. Although Aaron just said he'll lick the road. Does that even count? Oh, no. Dustin says, I would laugh my ass off if I got a blowjob. And after they said to me, someone had a cappuccino with oat milk today.
That's hilarious.
Oh, no. I've learned way too much this evening. But these are just, some things that, sometimes you just wonder about. So something funny and odd that I had come across, which I accidentally hit the video earlier, but I cut it off right away. So I'm in Texas, right? Something about the 70s is just, there were so many weird things. People were huge on aliens at that time, huge on ghosts, believe it or not. That's not just a today thing. This kind of like, started in the 70s. Well, what happens when somebody haunts the CB?
The problem is a group of persons known as Son of CB, or Rot, who fill the airwaves with the vilest sort of language imaginable. And the Southside CBers claim the FCC has failed to act in the matter. Today we heard a tape recording of Rot's brand of radio.
Your wife's a whore. You'll never talk over the rah. The rah and Son of CB.
Well, we've just about had to shut it off and not even turn it on except when it's necessary, because it has been affecting my son, who's 3, and he's picking up on it too, and I can't tolerate it at home.
I really wanted the 3-year-old to start going, it would have been hilarious.
It would have been so amazeballs, right?
Yeah.
But I mean, people were literally treating this like, is it people? Or, is it like ghost activity or some shit that all of a sudden just out of nowhere it starts, coming on the CB? Because back in those days, Morgrot Universe, for some of you who don't know, CB radios were like a big thing back then. Like almost everybody had one. When that popped up as like unusual things that have happened throughout history kind of thing, in America.
I actually share some of my CB stories in my book because I was a big CB head back in the day. And swear to God, so my name on my handle as it is on CB, it was spontaneous, but they couldn't pronounce that. So it was like, hey, Satanius, are you out there? I'm like, okay, that's close, but couldn't. So I changed it to shameless. And then they're like, hey, sandwich. I'm like, no, it's shameless. Stainless? It's shameless. Yeah, they couldn't pronounce it. And I was in college and my CB was coming through all of the phone lines on campus and I got in trouble. So I used to have to take it down to the gazebo in the park that had a plug and talk to everybody down there because I was taking over the campus telephone system.
You was a freak so early. It's like
my dad used to have one of those humongous CB towers outside the parsonage. It was like 60 feet tall because my dad's a CB guy.
Gotcha. Yeah. I feel like it was probably just a bunch of hill jacks that wanted to just freak people out. Like that was the form of prank calling.
It was just entertainment. There was a guy that was over in Jersey, and Doo-Doo Brown was his handle.
Doo-Doo
and he would
with a name like that, I don't think he's very credible.
No, he would just hop on and just like spew some nonsense and just go Doo-Doo Brown going again, and like he would just like pop in and make a statement and then get rid of it. Then there was a guy at the truck stop that people would be like, what's going on the turnpike or whatever. Like,
that
Doo-Doo Brown, exactly. They'd be like, can anybody tell me what's going on? And he'd be like, for a doobie, I will. Like that was his answer to everything. Like, can you tell me for a doobie, I will? There were some characters.
Aaron says, Sugar, that reminds me of Pump Up the Volume with Happy Harry Hard On.
Is it bigger than a baby's arm? That's like one of my favorite movies. I love Pump Up the Volume.
I haven't thought about that movie since it came out back then, so I really can't say one way or the other, but oh, fuck Christian Slater. I mean, anyway. He was in much better things when he was playing an asshole.
He was just in something that I just saw in the theater like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Blink twice. It just
Drug
came
his
out.
corpse out, huh? Must need a new fix.
Well, I was laughing because I'm like, we were talking about all the characters. I'm like, and Christian Slater was Christian Slater. He plays exactly one character.
I apparently killed Aaron back here. Don't mind him. He's just dying on the floor. Dustin said, I would have loved if the 3-year-old would have had a young Forrest Gump moment. Your mama sure cares about your education. Then he goes,
I love that movie too.
I mean, that would have been amazeballs for sure. Jesse says, I remember when backmasking was the devil.
I just have to point out too that in the video when they played it back, it was on an 8-track, and that's fucking hilarious.
Oh, trust me. That's you're right. He says lots of cults in the 70s. I mean, there was a lot.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Humongous fucking cult today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, one of the biggest I've ever seen. And I'm not talking about pineapple.
Biggest since the early 1930s.
Ooh. Now I want to know. Which one are we talking about?
See, who was it that said, if you have to ask, you'll never know?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. Yeah, they're actually full of shit. But I got this sent to me by the wonderful Rebecca. Unfortunately, it didn't load up in time. But since we kind of touched upon something there, speaking about cults and shit like that. So, and then Jesse brought up about the backmasking, how that was definitely a tool of the devil, right? Well, we're always getting blamed for stuff that we don't do, us wonderful Satanists that we are. And this one fucking takes the cake because this is right now in 2024. Hopefully we can get a good shot of it there. Whoop.
Nope.
There we go. Hopefully, no. Can't read it. Okay.
It looks like it says abortion. That's all I can see.
Exactly right.
Okay.
So that's the first part of it. So I'm going to read this to you. It's in all red, and it has a sigil that makes absolutely no sense because obviously they don't know shit. But it says abortion is a satanic ritual. They eat the baby's flesh and drink their blood. This was mailed to a friend of this person who works at Planned Parenthood. It came in the mail. This card came in the mail. We get blamed for stuff that, first of all, I mean, we're, pro about all that stuff, right? So it's like, I just love how we get drugged through the mud. And just to let everybody out there know, the great Magister Bill M. will be joining us very, very soon. And to talk about some stuff like this that's, kind of going on. So definitely stay tuned for him to be joining us. I'm not sure what show, but we're going through some topics right now. But things are getting interesting, man. I don't know. You can't blame us for anything musically anymore because there is no backmasking. Everything's fucking digital. What are you gonna do? Flip your CD around? I mean, there's a lot of people out there that don't even buy CDs anymore. I mean, sure, vinyl's big, but there was never anything there.
I actually took my Shout at the Devil cassette and I took it apart and I put it back, like I made the tape backwards and I put it back in and played it. And unless Rarsh is some sort of like satanic word, I don't know, because that's all Vince Neil was saying was like, Rarsh. That was the song backwards. So I was very disappointed that there weren't any special messages.
Why did that sound like Captain Worf on fucking, Star Trek, The Next Generation? That sounds like Klingon to me.
Right. I wish I still had the cassette because it took a long time to like very carefully redo the whole tape backwards.
I mean, let's take it a step further. It's almost like the Coneheads. Narfel the Garthok.
Exactly. The most surprising thing to me about the story that you just shared is that anybody got anything sent through the mail.
Trust me, the only cults out there are led by just so many different Christian organizations, but they always gotta drag us through the mud. I mean, look at this fucking guy. What is he trying to accomplish here? I mean, really, pillar of the community.
Of course, it's fire. Of course, it's pain. Of course, it's that's hot. That's hot. Gosh, just shut up. I can handle it. I know what I'm doing. Oh God, that hurts. Oh God, I'm so tired. Oh God, I didn't want to lose her. Oh God, I didn't want to have that pain. Oh God, no.
Must have been the fucking time he had last night with 3 hookers, cocaine, and a bottle of Jack Daniels all at the same time. He must have been thinking about that on Sunday.
What the? I can never unsee that. Why did you do that? That was mean.
What do you mean? What was it? Why was it? It was mean?
Because now I'm going to have that in my brain for the rest of my life, and I don't want to think about that, man. That was horrible.
Well, I mean, obviously it's 2024, so maybe they just don't care anymore about showing these things. At least Jimmy Swaggart, did it in private.
He just did the tip. It was only the tip.
I mean, it looks like he was getting a workout there, didn't he?
Well, that's what I mean. Like, what was that to be? It was, first of all, it was like a pointer, because
it had to be, but I mean, he's polishing his nose.
He was polishing his pointer. And the noise was like, it hurts. Is that what he was saying? It hurts?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe because she's not into you. And it was like sandpaper, sir. What the fuck?
Yeah, my friends from Europe, when I lived overseas in Australia and New Zealand, are fucking terrified of these fucking religious nut jobs in America. They're fucking like you think that we're concerned about what's about to happen?
Oh yeah.
They're really scared.
I believe it.
Yep. I'm ready to blaspheme my ass off if it goes against those fucking dumb motherfuckers.
Yep.
I deal with their shit every day in my fucking store.
Damn, still?
Oh yeah.
Was there any this week?
I had a guy try to save me. It was last Saturday or last Friday. And he tried really hard. And I pushed back really hard. Like the gloves were off this time. Well, I mean, relatively off. I didn't really hammer him as hard as I could, but I didn't curse at him or anything like that. But
the only thing I've had lately is honestly, people saying, I'll pray for you.
Oh, I get that.
And then go like afterwards. And I'm like, don't do that. You're wasting your time.
Can I pick who you're praying to? Do I get a choice? Betty White. Send a prayer to Betty White for me.
It's I don't know. It baffles me, man. They truly, truly believe in their own shit too.
Oh, yeah.
Cody says, I did the shit from Joyride on mine. Oh, candy cane.
Candy cane.
Right. Crystal says this is kind of a little cult of our own.
Yes. We're a happy little cult though.
I was gonna say, we're happy little cults. Aaron says we are in cult territory here.
Oh, he doesn't mean us, he means Texas. Sorry, I take back my
Well, we're in Waco.
Mm-hmm. That's definitely Koreshville.
Uh-huh.
How do you pick up a Branch Davidian woman?
Oh no, please tell me.
With a dustbuster.
You just got the biggest cool points of the evening.
That's really good.
So dark. A million gold stars. Oh, what I just heard behind me is gonna kill you. Come here.
I was gonna say I heard voices, but I couldn't hear what was said.
Go for it, man.
How do you pick up the entire Branch Davidian cult in one car? 2 in the front seat, 2 in the back, and the rest in the ashtray.
Oh my God. I love that these jokes are still so funny 30 years later.
You know what? This is the first time I ever heard that one.
Really?
That was fan-fucking-tastic.
That's so funny.
Dustin says everything's the devil to you, mama.
Whose ball is the devil?
Crystal says, cake. Now, are we talking about a dessert? Or are we talking about cake?
Let's show it today, don't we?
Oh, my goodness. Dustin says one answer is if more men got vasectomies, men taking more responsibility instead of it always being on the woman would help end abortions. I mean, there's so many different things that goes into that. Wow. That's awesome. Satan now runs TikTok. Yeah, now runs TikTok now. Yeah. I'm not a fan of TikTok. People are always saying I should do more on there. I ain't got the time. And I don't know. I don't know. Huffbeast, you're more of a TikToker. Do you find yourself, because phones nowadays actually track how much time you spend on each app, right? Radio, there was a radio show I heard on my many travels from the Midwest to other states, and they were talking about facts and figures about how many hours spent on social media, blah, 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 blah. Do you find a lot of TikTok videos to be entertaining? Do you spend a lot of time looking at them? Or is it more so a tool for you to, like, how you do your awesome fucking guitar vids and stuff like that? What's it like for you? What's that experience like for you?
Like, I have to talk about all three. Like, Facebook is more, it seems to be more boomers and really sappy shit. So,
a way to get pats on the back.
Yeah. So, I don't like Facebook. Like, I'm hardly ever on there. Instagram is kind of dying. It seems like a lot of people are leaving Instagram.
Really?
But Instagram's where I go to, like, more of my music content.
Right.
TikTok just seems more fresh, although the far right wing has invaded it, just like they did Facebook, and they ruined Facebook. That's when I left it about 4 years ago. All the nonsense and the do your own research horse shit from fucking dumb fucks.
Facts, man. Fact check yourself.
And then, like, Instagram just isn't what it used to be to me. Like, they don't feed you followers and stuff like that. Like, they're only focused on the people who already have 10,000 or 20 or more thousand people following them. So they're not really helping anymore. TikTok is shit at helping you as well. Like, once you hit 1,000, they'll help you up to 1,000.
Mm-hmm.
And once you hit a fucking 1,000, you got to scrape for every new follower that you get. And they have all kinds of games and paying people money and shit like that. I'm just like, I don't really spend much time on any of them. I'm hardly on them.
And that's the worst.
I do YouTube and, like, YouTube, the short videos. That's what I mostly pay attention to.
I could definitely say that because it also kind of helps, like, give you interest. Like, if you watch a YouTube short, you dig it, and you're like, okay, now I'm going to go to that person's channel, start looking at the content there, and then probably, I've done it. I found some different drummers and stuff like that I'm like, okay, from a short, they really fucking impressed me, right? So I go to their YouTube, and then they got, like, full videos, and I'm like, yeah, I kind of want to check out what they're doing, different techniques, new techniques, because, what I've learned, drumming has been evolving, just like guitar playing, singing, all that stuff. It's not like it used to be. We didn't have all that shit.
Stupid TikTok. I got a notice that they had pulled my hashtag because I wrote in my music hashtag avant-garde metal.
That was too big of a word. They didn't know what that meant.
I'm fucking dead.
Yeah. So if I put
they removed that hashtag.
Yeah, if I do hashtag avant-garde, it's okay. But as soon as I put avant-garde metal, they had a problem to that with me.
That's stupid.
Well, I mean, this show for a year has been anything from a copyright to red flagged for being 18 plus, whatever. No matter, how long we've been saying that this is 18 plus show, to everyone, I don't think we've ever had a kid at 14, 15, 16, 17 years of age even check the show out to begin with, because I look at all the stats, right? But boom, they're on top of it. They want to stop you at every turn. You see what happened to the big bad devil daddy here. I got my fucking original account on Facebook that I had since 2013. And because my driver's license is different from the one that I had originally, They won't let me back in.
It's stupid.
They say they're for the people. I say they're mind controlling. I say they're playing on your fucking emotions. And the moment that you actually, everyone's like, truth, preach, meh, meh, all that stupid shit. The moment somebody really drops knowledge, they cut your balls off.
Yeah.
You push back. Gone. Use the word blood. Sorry. Choke. I'm wondering if they're going to kick my ass tonight for saying I officially choked the chicken. Wouldn't that be a great story, though? Oh, man. I don't know. I feel like Ozzy has become a huge YouTuber, right? I've listened to all the Osbournes podcasts, and they're actually quite funny. But he loves to watch YouTube, doesn't watch the news anymore, none of that shit. It's just YouTube. I enjoy YouTube way more than I think I ever would any of these other things. The time it takes to do constant TikToks, whether you're doing a miming thing, or what do you call that? When there's a sound bite and the other person, the person that's doing the TikTok is like
they're doing like a voiceover, yeah.
Pantomime, yeah.
They're not doing the voiceover. Yeah, they're just mimicking it.
Yeah. That's exhausting to me. I mean, more power to anybody that wants to do that, but it's like you get famous for doing shit like that. I guess I just fail to see the art. I don't know. I'm a dinosaur. Fuck off. I don't know. Am I crazy? We have so many comments here, guys. It's ridiculous. Whoa, Mr. Nanners. Congrats on your 1-year anniversary. Awesome to see you again, brother. Appreciate you. Oh, here's a good one. Aaron said he will see his reflection if he polishes it like that. Wasn't that disturbing? Honestly, the greatest part of that video to me was the old guys sitting behind him looking on like,
preach on, brother. The holy Woody.
Oh my unholy shit. Yes. Jesse says we need Babylon here for these preacher skits. Seriously, as a matter of fact, at the opening of the show, the preacher that says, I'm looking through the holy book, and nowhere does it say you have an opinion. Babylon sent that to me, but he also put a tag under it. He said, that's what he said to me the next morning. I fucking love Babylon for that. Totally. Aaron says, Beast, I need to show up and really make them see devils right in front of them and hide under their beds. I say we do a satanic safari. We come to the Hoof Beast store. We band together with our tridents and our red tails that we've affixed to the cracks of our asses. And we tell them, hell no, we ain't going anywhere, so fuck off.
Well, the issue with that is that I am kind of held hostage by them because they can't know much about me, because this is a very, very conservative cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs town.
Mouse Bong, you rock. The devil.
Little girls are the devil.
Crystal says, I love Snapchat and YouTube best. Snapchat has become something more than I ever thought that it was intended to be. people have been able to turn that into a business.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I don't know. Maybe I should put a spell book together and see if I can sell some spells and herbs and crystals, and see if I wouldn't be surprised if there's people already doing it. Let's see here. Rebecca says TikTok is bad for my mental health. I feel that because the shit that gets like suggested to me whenever I open the shit up, I'm just like, you thought I would like this? Honestly, all social media is. I only use Facebook, but even that takes a toll on my mental health. I mean, that's true for a lot of motherfuckers, man. I totally feel that. Mousebong says it's a brain rot to me. I use TikTok because it seems to be the most fresh and active. That goes right along with what you were saying, Beast. I've been able to curate a nice feed with mostly music content. That's one thing I have heard. Like if let's say I was playing, some Dark Throne while we're live right now, they couldn't copyright me. They don't do that. Facebook is still flagging all my self-created little 30-second videos, and then I cut the sound off so I can pick a song that Facebook says I can use, and then they copyright claim me and shut me off in 20, 30 other countries around the world. What kind of bullshit is that? Tell me, how is that fair?
It's not.
Do you guys ever run into that? Like, do you get flagged for just picking a song that they say you can use?
That's happened to me several times. And also they flagged me for copyright on the theme song for my Thursday night podcast that my brother wrote.
Mm.
And I'm like, he created the song and gave
full
it to
permission and everything
to use. Yeah, you fucktards. Yeah. So, but I'll do my workout videos and I will pick a song from their list and then I'll get flagged for it. I'm like, why'd you give it to me if you're just going to take it away? That's rude.
Hey,
But
when I lived in-
go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh no, finish your thought on this subject because I was going to move it to something different a little bit.
I was just going to say, when I lived in Kazakhstan, I got it. I got that similar type of flag that came up, but I don't get it much here. Maybe once or twice a year.
Gotcha.
I love Dustin. I guess this is a bad time to tell you I am 3 children in a trench coat. Brother, you're awesome. Cody says, side note, I heard a Soilwork song yesterday that I hadn't before. And today I seen in the comments, one of the guitarists passed away in 2022. Did you know that?
Mm-hmm.
I did not.
Yeah, I heard that a while ago.
That's fucked up. Aaron says it was a mutant menace that Chicken had that choking. What the unholy? I don't know how we got back to the chicken, but apparently we did.
It always goes back to the chicken.
Right. Aaron says, I've been copyright strikes by the Nelson twins.
Do you remember Nelson? You don't remember Nelson?
Oh, Nelson.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So you need to play them, but make it your own song and be like, I can't live without your coming erection. It's not copyrighted.
I never understood what the fucking fascination with the Fabio twins was ever there. How did they have a career?
I like them.
Of course you did. They look like fucking Fabio.
I didn't like Fabio. Not in the same kind of way. But But
just outed your ass.
What is it? Gunner and who's the other one? Gunner and Matthew.
Fuckhead.
Matthew.
I don't know.
Matthew and Gunner. I had to think of it.
I'm so sorry.
One of them married a Fredericks of Hollywood model.
Is that right?
That is right. Random facts stored into my head. Yep.
I swear, I think the music industry purposely signed those guys because they knew that, women music listeners and, probably vice versa all the way around would just fawn over these guys because they were the pretty ones.
Well, that's the thing. Their grandparents were Ozzie and Harriet. Their dad was Ricky Nelson. They were going to get a contract, whether they were ever shown on MTV or not. And then they're like, guess what? You get bangs and you don't. That's how we're going to tell you guys apart. And then they put them in the tight leggings.
Nailed it.
And then they
nailed
did
it.
The whole video backwards because that was ooh, special effects in 1988. It was completely a recipe for an MTV career. But that was the time.
Hoof Beast, do you remember what reaction you had when that video, or maybe they popped on the radio? What was your reaction to those guys? Because I remember mine. It wasn't pretty.
Yeah, it was a big commercial reaction, and that where are the balls in the music? There's no balls, no nuts. It's like
it wouldn't fit in the leggings.
Overproduced, overproduced pretty boy stuff. Yeah,
Here she comes, just like an angel. How do angels come? That was my question.
You have had some zingers tonight, Sugar. I'll tell you what, you've been rocking it out. Mouse Bong says it was because they were pretty blondes. I wonder if there is a connection there to that very thing. Oh my goodness. Rebecca says, considering the amount of ranch I eat, I'm not sure where that came from. Then we find Crystal.
Yeah, that was about coming.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gotcha. Because I was like, wait a minute. Oh, because she's an angel.
Right. And
angels
then
come with a side of ranch.
Oh, I get it now. I'm slow. I'm sorry, folks. I'm almost a half a century old. Crystal says, chicken from a rooster tastes like Rebecca or fried chicken flavor.
We're officially off the rails. I'm surprised it took an hour and 43 minutes. Usually we're about 27 and a half minutes in before we're completely off the rails.
How did we get there? Crystal, you're the best. Thank you for doing that. Because I'm trying to figure out, we were just talking about the Nelson twins fucking affair. And now we've come to, I just said it. But involving chickens or Rebecca. I mean, this debacle does not make sense, and I love it. You guys are fucking amazing. Crystal says, Fredericks of Hollywood, OMG, the flashback. You know what? I remember seeing that shit in the mall. I do. It was like one of those places that, you would just see married men flocking in lines, going into the store. You rarely saw women in Fredericks of Hollywood.
I bought my audition outfit in Fredericks of Hollywood. I sure did. And I bought a pair of shoes from Fredericks of Hollywood in Hollywood when I was out in LA.
That's why I truly feel like, Victoria's Secret was more for women, because whenever you go past that fucking store, you're like, well, there's all the women trying to find some, sexy shit. But man, you went to Fredericks of Hollywood, it was all men, and they were buying for their, girlfriend, whatever, their partner. And it just used to crack me up. It's like, do you put a men's and then a women's sign above, like enter here? And then for some reason, Fredericks of Hollywood was like the only place I felt comfortable going in. I don't know about you, Beast, but have you ever gone into Victoria's Secret to find out her secret?
I have been into Victoria's Secret.
Have you? Did you feel comfortable?
Yes, I felt sexy.
For some reason, I could walk into Fredericks of Hollywood and they would say, well, good afternoon, sir, or good morning, sir. How are you doing? Who are you shopping for? You walk into Victoria's fucking Secret and they're like, I don't want to tell you what the secret is.
She eats pineapple.
I'm sorry.
That's the secret.
Oh, there are so many comments. It is unfucking real. Looks like your buddy's back.
Yes.
And says, sorry, Shell, I'm with him. It's true. It's true. It's so true, right? But seriously, though, Aaron said, there's just so many awesome comments here. Aaron says, I wanted to jam pencils into my side tip. I hated them so much. My sister played the Nelsons. Yes. Back when it, I hate to go back to this because, I don't like talking about them as much as I like to talk about Poison Warrant and, Slaughter. All those fucks. I'm so sorry.
I love Slafter too. That's what I used to call them, Slafter. But I did like them too. I can't help it. I like who I like.
I understand. I do. I truly understand. But was that manly to you, though?
In that, yeah. I mean, I found it very attractive. I was going to marry Rick Savage from Def Leppard, and I didn't give a shit what anybody said. I loved him. Wanted to do very naughty things to him. Yes.
The bases.
Wow. Yes.
Right? The little finger.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Yes, I've often.
What if I said Cliff Burton though?
Before a certain point with a bus, yeah. Jesus.
I just wanted to check your medal card. That's
the other thing with
I was trying to
Rick
check
Savage.
I wasn't trying to bring up the unfortunateness because man.
There was a point in the Love Bites video where Rick Savage says love bites and his tongue's like, ugh, and I was like, oh, I used to rewind that shit. Telling you. I got you again. I'm sorry.
You did. I mean, this is amazing.
Yep. I can tell you exactly where that point in the video is. I can tell you where in the Living in Sin video John Bon Jovi hiccups. There's just certain things that stick in my brain.
John Bon Jovi.
I'm from Jersey.
I know. I'm not. I ain't gonna take it away from you. That's just what we used to call him in Ohio.
We used to call him Ron Bon Blow Me, but that doesn't mean that you can. He's my Jersey boy.
There has been, oh my goodness, so many men have reined in about Fredericks of Hollywood. This is amazing. Out in the comment section. Charlie, what's going on, my brother? Don't forget to re-add me since Facebook stole my original account. Make sure you go over there. Anyways, he goes, one time I was in Fredericks of Hollywood and I saw a pair of man panties with a chicken where the penis goes.
They were manties. They had that. They had the elephant with the trunk. They had a whole section of those. It was a section.
I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Now, if that showed up in bed, Oh, you mean for
wearing
you? I mean for
panties
anybody.
that had a fucking chicken head on the cock piece.
Don't be bringing it
Could
up.
you
Aaron's going to have
imagine
you in a
me
scene next.
strutting around?
Just wait. Aaron and James have a
like
new
that.
scene for you to shoot tomorrow.
I mean, Hoofbeast, would you parade around in a pair of boxers that has
But they
a
were not boxers.
chicken head
Not
on the
boxers.
cat piece?
For whom?
Whoever. Just in general. Could you do it and not fucking die laughing?
It would depend on the situation. I'd have to be given a specific situation. I might.
Yeah, and it was a thong. It wasn't boxers. It was a banana hammock with the face, and then either a trunk or a chicken beak, or
that's
maybe
another
a
thing.
unicorn.
That is another thing I don't get, because I mean, there's a film that came out, an indie horror film, a little while ago. It's a fantastic movie, but I'm not going to name it just because I don't want to, say any, disrespect anybody. The guys in the movie were wearing such type of thong, whatever you call it, that has the trunk. Does anyone truly find that attractive? I've seen it everywhere. Amazon, just about anywhere that you can, pick up a pair of men's, quote unquote sexy underwear, where there's a specific attachment that is for the trunk. Do you find the trunk attractive? Is this really, I want to get perspectives on this, because to me it looks fucking hilarious, like you're walking around with an elephant in your pants.
Like, to me, first of all, Aaron needs $1 for that
He
dance.
does.
He's just doing behind you.
He was doing the chicken dance
Give
behind
Aaron $1 in his
5 minutes.
elephant undies. It's not personally my jam. I kind of think that, there has to be a market for it as a gag gift for it to have been on the market that long. And maybe that is somebody's jam, just because I'm not going to yuck somebody's yum. If that's what you're into.
For sure. I don't know. To me, it just doesn't make sense.
I mean, I think that would make me crack up if, like, you're hooking up and then all of a sudden it's like, ta-da, like,
ta-da.
Hello, boys and girls. I'd be like, that's
exactly right. I mean, there's a thing about modesty. It's like, isn't it more exciting to be like a kid on Christmas, and you don't really know what it looks like, So you're like, oh, I can't wait to, just grab the boxers down, and then suddenly you see it, and it's like a big present. I feel like with these fucking pantaloons that you're giving away too much to your partner. Why not just keep the suspense alive? I don't know.
I just don't want it looking back at me. That's my thing. Like, once it starts with the Google eyes back at me, it's kind of.
I'm dying. What do you think about that, Hoofbeast? Like, I don't know what the fuck to say at this point. I don't know. These are just, I see it advertised all the time. That's what
Yeah, I don't like. If that makes you happy, you're not doing it.
More power to you. I just think it's fucking hilarious. That's just me.
Yeah, I'm pretty fucking open-minded. I don't want to. You do you, and that's fine.
For sure.
Fucking horrendous fascist shit.
That's the thing. If somebody that I cared about, if that was their jam, then it's not hurting me. Like,
I mean, obviously, it's like, if you don't want to pick up, a book or a film or something like that. Of course, I just think it's hilarious. hilarious.
Oh yeah,
I
like
find
I
it
said, I would
very-
absolutely cackle the first time. I wouldn't be able to not.
You see, okay.
But then if it was explained to me, well, this is kind of like what I like to do. All right,
Right.
Why not?
I feel that. I feel that.
Yeah.
Crystal is so original. Her fucking sandwich bag dick cozy. She's fucking original all of the time.
There's so many
Always.
goddamn comments that I'm about to go through because, yeah, this was all just a gag reel. Thank you for joining my cosmic gag reel. Mousepunk says, I'm picturing Sugar like in that movie Showgirls, but instead of the Versace dress, it's a Fredericks of Hollywood.
Go around the guys. I like your outfit. Thanks. It's a Fredericks. Yeah,
Right.
She called it Versace.
Yep.
Versace.
Yep.
Yes. Oh,
Crystal said, "Peace out, Bonita." Charlie said, I went into Victoria's Secrets and found out it was actually Victor's secret. What the fuck? Oh, man. I'm sure that was quite the experience. Mousebong said, I used to say nun's laughter instead of nun slaughter when I was young. That's awesome. Nun's laughter. That's fucking fantastic. Rebecca says, all this chicken talk really makes me want chicken. Seriously. Right, until they slaughter you and, disembowel you at the same time. Yeah. Crystal says, did they have a pink sock dick cozy? This day and age, there is nothing, if it's to your imagination, I guarantee somebody has it, makes it, or will make it for you.
It probably looks like a worm.
If that's your thing. Some of the shit to me just sometimes is, when I first see it, I'm just like, are you serious though? Mm-hmm. This is hilarious. I don't know if it gratifies the way that, maybe it was intended. I mean, that's just me.
If you're into worms and you want the pink sock cozy, then go for it. Whatever. It's like, come here, worm. Yeah, like that's what it would look like in a pink sock cozy, I think. That's what I thought.
Exactly. I love it. Crystal says, Jesse will slip into ridiculous things for me. Good for you, Jesse. He said he's willing to put my swimsuit or dress on because it means he's going to be naked and will end up doing it.
There you go. End game.
That is super fucking honest. And, good for you. Seriously.
Yes.
Charlie says, who the hell is that dancing in the background? That's
Aaron. Aaron, make it rain for Aaron.
We're making it rain for Aaron, the special effects guru of today. Totally appreciate that shit. Do you say it as so
Severian?
So Severian. Thank you. Mm-hmm. He says, so that might be being marketed just to you.
He might still be talking about Nelson. I'm not sure.
I don't know.
We could be talking about Nelson or chicken dicks, or I have no idea.
I can't believe we're still talking about chicken dicks. Funny story, true story. Anytime I've ever told anyone at a con, I said, I'm going to be in this great fucking horror film called Killer Cocks. The first thing they think is you do porn? I'm like, you fucking wish. No, seriously though. I'm like, no, it's about mutant chickens killing people. I've always loved that as a tagline. Crystal says, I prefer a clear sandwich bag dick cozy. The look is cleaner without the carrot or flamingo. I love it. Oh, no. Not going to yuck somebody's yum. Yep. Apparently he loved that comment.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Charlie said, I was clearly in the wrong store. I don't know how you got there, brother. Damn it. Rebecca says, Cody, you should make it.
Oh, is that the pink cozy?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking. Oh my goodness. Oh, Rebecca's dying. I missed the first round of dancing there, Aaron. See, she's got dollar bills for you. This is fantastical. Mousebong says, LOL, ever since Cane's was mentioned earlier, y'all been craving chicken. I know, I should have probably never said Cane's. So, I mean, what is it? Is it the chicken for you guys as far as Cane's go, or is it the Cane's sauce?
I don't eat fast food. I can't answer that. I'm sorry. I've never had it.
You know, good for you.
Yeah.
I don't know. When you're on the road as long as me, your choices are limited.
Well, that's what was funny when we went to the shoot Thursday. I asked Dave to make us sandwiches from our store, so I had a cooler full of stuff to bring.
Badass.
So it was very spoiled, very delicious.
And you know, kudos for him for doing that. You know,
oh yeah, takes the best care.
I don't know. It's one of those things. If it's like a 15-hour drive, we try to take as much with us before we go, but at some point,
well, it's funny. Like I've
at some point we end up giving in because we're so fucking tired and don't want to go anywhere once we're done working.
Yep. I like to bring Pringles because they fit in the cup holder. So while I'm driving, I can be grabbing Pringles.
Cup Pringles.
Yep. Cheddar Harvest multi ones are delicious. I will eat an entire can while I'm driving. So.
Oh, Aaron, I love you. He says, I work hard for the money. People, you know, we're going to make a hotline. You can donate. Sure. Oh, man. Oh, my goodness. Okay. So a couple weeks back, this is actually the last on the goddamn list tonight. So a couple weeks back, we were talking about commercials that they're just not right. And I this popped up. I don't remember how. I don't remember where and when, but it was one that I've been holding on to for just such an occasion. It's a 1-year anniversary. So I'm like, this commercial speaks to me in so many different ways. Check this out because I definitely got to get everybody's opinion on this one.
I remember that from years ago. I love that commercial.
I've never seen it before.
Really? Oh my God, that's been around for like a decade.
No,
Classic.
I have not seen this before. And man, when I saw it, I'm like, first of all, if it was my kid, it wouldn't have went that far.
Nope.
At fucking all. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Thankfully, my kids never did that. But even if they start and I'd be like, do we need to go to the car? That usually, you know, because I can like football carry them until they were like pretty old, like just grab and go. Like, no, this isn't happening, you know. But they never.
I love that.
God, they never did
go. That is
Yeah.
a tagline right fucking there.
Yeah, like
What?
Yeah, my daughter pulled some horse shit like, well, not even close to that in the movie theater one time. I walked her outside the movie theater. We had a chat. We came back in. She knew the expectations clearly. She started the shit again about 15 or 20 minutes later, and we were fucking gone.
Yep.
And never had to deal with that. If she ever pulled that type of shit, we're going home.
Yep.
And
exactly.
that shit never happened. My parents, that shit never happened with myself, my brothers, or my sisters. Fucking ever.
Nope.
I think it was my older daughter once tried to do that and like slammed her head on the floor of the supermarket aisle and then decided that wasn't a good look. And then that was the end of that.
Oh, man.
Like, it was like, oh, maybe I don't want to have a tantrum because, that hurt. So, and I didn't. Yep.
I mean, me personally, as a kid growing up, it was like, do I really want to face my dad's wrath if I did something like that? And I'm like, I'm pretty little because I was Little Reaper at that time. I was just, 3 apples high like a fucking Smurf. A satanic Smurf at that, right? And I'm like, oh no, thou shalt not feel the fist of thy father. It was not going to happen. So I never did anything like that. That kind of like sort of carried on, with my firstborn. But then again, he never, would try to pull some shit like that. Now that kind of, takes me to another thought. Kids today. Actually, let's take that a few steps back. COVID babies. Do you think they would be the first ones to pull that shit?
I've seen like people.
They're so afraid of everything.
Yeah, and it's funny because when I was talking about my daughter, I just had a flashback. My mom told me that I had a tantrum in the store once and that I started slamming my head into the floor, so it must be genetic. And she just left me there. She just walked away. And when I realized she was gone, I was so scared that I never did it again. Because she just like left me having a fit in the middle of the aisle, like, I don't know this kid. And that, made an impression. But I can give looks, and apparently they're terrifying to children. So like if I'm in the store and somebody's kid's acting up and I like throw a look, then they'll just stop, So
sure.
And I understand everybody has a bad day, but you don't have to have a bad day in the store. And that's when the parents should be like, okay, this isn't happening today. We got to go,
I'm with Hoof Beast on that. The way you handled that was badass, man.
Mm-hmm.
I commend that. That to me, it's the easiest way to diffuse the situation.
Not only that, but you're teaching that actions have consequences.
Exactly.
So that's why it's important that, okay, they had the chat, expectations were given, did it again. Now you're getting the consequences because you knew that was what I said would happen if you did it again. And that's when like kids learn. If you do it once and then you say, are we going to have to do this again? They know you're going to do it. I used to babysit these kids whose parents would threaten and not follow through. And they learned nothing was going to happen. So they gave no shits, and that's why you have to have consequences when that happens.
Oh my goodness. I'm not to get off topic, but Cody said, oh shit, we seen Aaron nipple. I don't know how exactly that happened. I don't know anything about it. So sorry. Crystal, if you keep a fondue going in your car on long trips, I think that's badass as fuck. Who doesn't like a cheese fondue? I know.
Banging.
Oh, it's amazeballs. I like this idea too. Mousebong says, I like car grapes.
Car grapes are good, and car baby carrots are good too. They're easy to eat while you're driving too.
Baby carrots, yes. Dustin's dying. He says, yes, watched this commercial the other day. So the funny part is, who was this marketed to, though? Because obviously it says at the end of the video, use condoms, right? Who are they trying to speak to? Are they speaking to people that are under the age of 18?
I think it's just a general statement that you don't want to have to deal with this shit. I don't think there's an age requirement. I think it's across the gamut.
Shit, I just remembered something. I was in a Barnes and Nobles one time, and Mia was asking for something, and she wouldn't stop. And so I turned and I was stern to her, and some do-gooder little fucking pussy ass shit man came and tried to correct me for traumatizing my daughter. Oh yeah. Oh, I've fucking told him, you don't know what you're fucking talking about. Mind your own fucking business.
There's a lot, like I hear stories before Dave and I got together, and he would take our oldest out, who was like 3 or 4 at the time, and they'd be in line or whatever, and he would get our kid a candy bar or something, and this woman goes, "Does your mom know that you're getting this candy bar?" And he asked Dave, "Can I say it?" Dave said, "Yeah." And he looked at the woman and goes, "My mom's dead." Because his mom had passed away. And this woman's like, "Does your mom know your dad's getting you this candy bar?" Just mind your fucking business.
I mean, don't you love that when other people want to tell you how to raise your child? What business is that of theirs?
And especially when it's like, does your mom know he's with his dad? Like, what? It just, that went right up my ass. Like, how dare you,
Right. Oh, man, I see it all the time. And nothing against our seniors, but they're usually the ones that want to get in there the hardest. They want to tell you, whether you're in like Walmart, Dollar General, or any place that, they can get something for $1. They're like, "Oh, we're going to tell you how you're supposed to do this." I just don't get it. I don't get it. Free will, people.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to bend to society's rules when it comes to that. It's your fucking life. And I hate people that are constantly in other people's business for no reason. You're never going to see the motherfucker again. You know what I'm saying? Crystal, I love it. She says reverse thrust was not executed properly. Fantastic. Aaron says, we have no kids, and one of the reasons why. Mousebong says, my mom would just say to not even ask for anything because the answer is no, and it worked. You see, so many people are afraid to say no to their kid today, and we wonder why they're so spoiled. Cody says, you slap, gun, slap, 2, slap, learn, slap today. No, you do that today, you're going to prison. To be perfectly honest. Crystal says, my parents will tell you themselves, I was a super good kid. I never did that shit. None of us did, as far as I know. Yeah, Aaron says, we knew better to try to pull that shit against my dad. Exactly. There was always that. Did you grow up with that feeling of when mom said, oh, just wait till your father gets home? I used to hear that shit all the time, and I knew what that meant. And my ass hid in the fucking closet. From work, I'm like, you ain't gonna find my little ass. Nope.
Oh, I would never even try to fucking hide. I just knew, present my fucking ass to the fucking thin little fucking belt and the fucking merry-go-round that I was about to go on around the fucking their bedroom. Fuck.
Oh, it was the worst shit ever. But damn it, look at how we turned out.
I remember once.
Go ahead, sugar.
I was going to say, I don't remember what I did to get in trouble, but I had seen in a children's book that the kids were all lined up to get a spanking, and they were giving each other books to stick in the back of their pants so that it wouldn't hurt as bad. So I knew I was going to get spanked.
Genius, though.
Well, no, I knew I was going to get spanked, so I stuck a book in my pants, and I got spanked once for what I did, and then I got spanked again for trying to be a smart ass and stick a book in my pants.
Yeah, I can honestly say that I made the mistake of, oh, you're going to spank me, and my hands are free. I'm going to try to block that shit, and then foom, foom, wrist to the side, and then whack.
Nope. My dad just said, get ready, hamstrings. If I put my hands up there, the fucking hamstring back of my thigh was going to get it.
Yep.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, it is.
In my opinion, it's like you might as well just take it because the ass is bigger than the thigh, right?
Yeah, I think like from what I remember, he probably only spanked me like 4 to 5 times my whole life. That's how good I was. And one time my brother was fucking around when he was like 3 and I must have been 5. We had to share a room. Fucking dad flips on the light and comes to grab me first. I was absolute truth, totally asleep. Dad grabs me by the arm, whack, whack, whack. And then he goes over and gives my brother the same thing. And I was just like, what did I do? My brother's bed was right up against my parents, like where my parents' heads were. And so he was probably his knees or something where he had RLM or something. He was touching the wall and fucking woke him up. Woo! That's the only one I got that I didn't deserve. They were scary though.
I remember when my cousins were little, my oldest cousin wrote my younger cousin's name on the wall with crayon, and the younger one got beat. And he was like 2. He wasn't old enough to write his name on the wall, but it said his name, so he got beat for it.
Oh, man.
She was nuts. She was a nut job. She's not blood related.
The worst ones that I could ever remember was, have you ever gotten one of those beatings because your sibling lied and said it was you? Those were the worst. My fucking brother was notorious. I mean, he would go so far to plant evidence to the effect.
Oh, that's fucked up.
To the effect that it was me that did it. He was a mastermind.
Well, my older brother would show me and my younger brother how to do something and then run away. And then we would get caught doing the thing. The number one thing I remember was my uncle was a race car driver. And my older brother showed us, not NASCAR, but like local. Uncle Rich was a race car driver, drove goddamn fast. So anyway, my brother was like, yeah, if you take a stick and you put it on the tire stem, the air comes out. See? Psst, psst, yeah. So me and my younger brother basically took the air out of all 4 tires and got caught. And we were like 4 and 5. I mean, we were little. My dad made us blow up race car drivers with a bicycle pump or race car tires. I'm like 5 years old going, I'm sorry, like just blowing up. Probably took like 8 hours.
I love it.
And my older brother's just laughing because he showed us how to do it.
Oh my goodness. Oh man, where do I begin here? To the one comment we made earlier, Mousebong says mouth breathing, Kool-Aid mustache, iPad babies asking to play with your phone. That is definitely your children, my children today. Can I have your phone? What are you doing? You on Facebook? What are you doing? You looking at YouTube? Can I check my messages? That's kids today. They're
You got games on your phone?
You got a game. Can I download Fortnite? Can I do that?
You got a game on your phone? Yeah, I do.
Crystal wrote in there about the fucking grandma pulling out the wooden spoon. My mom tried the wooden spoon on me a few times, but I would just fucking laugh at the wooden spoon. And then I broke the wooden spoon and I really laughed. My mom grabbed my bike chain, happened to be on the bed, and she grabbed my bike chain and hit me with the bike chain. And I laughed at that too. And it was in 7th grade when we had been learning about what child abuse was. And so I cried out, child abuse, child abuse. And my mom never pulled that shit again.
Well, it's funny. My younger brother, when he got in trouble with my mom hadn't done anything. And my younger brother told her that he was going to call child services on her, even though she hadn't done anything. And she goes, come here. If you're going to call him and make it worth your phone call. And he never threatened it again because she's like, oh, if you're calling, let's make it worth it.
You know, that brings up a really good, interesting story. True story. A week ago, here we go, in the House of Reaper. Oh. My youngest son says to his auntie, I'm going to call 911. Why does he say that? Because she fucked up the place he was on his video game. And I had to explain to him that, do you realize if you would have tried to call 911 about the fact that she didn't save your game, the place where you were at, they were going to give you a charge.
Exactly. It's abuse of the emergency system.
Call. Why do kids automatically go for that? It's like consequences today just are out the window for a lot of people. It's so weird. Jesse says, I guess what, when I got pissed as a kid, I'd hold my breath till I turned blue and would freak people out.
That would freak me out.
Well, that would freak me out too. Good thing that you're still with us, brother. Seriously. Crystal says, Mousebong, I can see them. Cheese-fingered snot running, licking it off their upper lip. I have definitely seen this, and it is disgusting. It's like, do you know it's there? Why don't you grab a tissue? I mean,
get the booger bubbles
over there. Yes. Unholy shit balls. Oh my goodness. The comments are just amazeballs here. Crystal says, I just realized the background looks like Satan's hand grabbing a stripper pole. He's getting to spin and flip upside down. You're so cool. Actually, he's holding a trident. It's not a stripper pole, but points for, thinking that. That's great. Oh, shit. Cody says, I hid in one of those circle clothing racks in Walmart that they had back in the day from my mom. She freaked. But after she made sure I was okay, she tore my ass up in front of the entire store. Oh,
I've hidden in clothes racks myself, so I know exactly what they were really cool.
Apparently, Mousebong agreed. Cody, I did that too. I don't know. I didn't go that far.
That was fun because you were like in your own little fort of clothes.
For sure. But then, your mom damn near has a fucking heart attack.
Oh, you're not thinking that when you're a kid. You're thinking you're in your cool fort. You don't give a shit what anybody else is thinking.
Right? He then says, I thought it was funny until my ass was numb from being hit. Love it. Aaron says, go outside, pick me up a switch. So yes, go get a stick for me to beat your ass. I mean, that was the old school go-to. If it wasn't a fucking wooden spoon, it was a spatula. Whatever was lying around, The
Italian mom slipper.
Crystal says my gram smacked me with a wooden spoon one time for farting, and I blocked the wooden spoon and got it in the hand. Unholy shit, that had to hurt. Fucking hell. I feel that. I did that once. It sucked. Mousebong says my mom has tall permed hair, and I could always see her hair over the clothing racks, and I would just stalk and hide like a little weirdo. I probably did deserve a little whooping. Oh man, so many of us have been through some of the same shit. What the fuck? Jesse says, our kindergarten teacher used to hit us with fly swatters. Wait a minute. Where the hell was this legal? Yardsticks and whatnot. Saw her throw a kid on the trash. Wait, throw a kid on the trash for chewing gum. The 80s was a crazy time. Oh, yeah. That shit was brutal, man.
There's still schools that do that. You have to sign that they're allowed to beat your kid, but you can
paddle.
Give them permission. Yep.
The paddle with holes in it.
So that there's no wind resistance.
Oh my fuck. Go ahead, brother.
No, so like I was in 3rd grade and my teacher was named Miss Iguana. I liked her. She was a good disciplinarian. The class didn't have any bullshit going on. But there was a kid, Micah. Micah already had about 6 or 8 chrome crowns in his teeth. His teeth were all rotting out. But Micah decided he wanted to talk to me a lot. And so he kept tapping me on my back. And so I would turn around to listen to him, and he would talk to me. Well, one time I turned around and looked, and there came Miss Iguana with a fucking maple yardstick. Whack! Right down just on the side of his arm. I mean, cracked him fucking hard, too.
Hell.
And I looked back, and I'm looking at Micah, and he had his mouth like screaming, and I could see all of his crowns and his rotted black teeth.
Oh my
God. I'll never forget that. Like, these are things like if there was a movie like Ferris Bueller's Day Off or something like that, some of those types of things, like that's what I think of. Like, I remember poor Micah. Miss Iguana did not fucking play around.
No, it sounds like it. Jesus.
It's so funny because in today's world, a teacher is just not just a teacher. They're also the parent away from home. If you tried to do that shit today, you would be in prison. Back in the day, they just did not give a fuck. Damn. I feel bad for that young man. Oh, man. That shit would hurt like fuck. So Severian says, when I was in 3rd grade, my friends referred to my mother as 20 whacks because that's how many whacks of the spoon or paddle she'd lay out every time there was a punishment. Man, Dustin killed me with this one. I'm not a big drinker, but my dad used to say if any of us, me or my siblings, came home drunk, he would knock us down and then piss on us.
I used to tell my kids if I ever caught them smoking a cigarette, I'd make them eat a pack. None of them have ever smoked.
Well, you remember when Dare first came out? Dare to stay off drugs.
Yep.
My dad used to say, and this is really fucked up, but that was the life I had. My dad used to say, if you do drugs and you come home high, I wouldn't piss on you if you were on fire. That comment totally reminded me of that. I mean, obviously, he probably would not go that far,
right,
but
trying to make a point.
Reminded me of that.
Well, the DARE program taught my kids that nicotine is a drug, and I smoked, when they were growing up. So when they asked if anybody's parents did drugs, my daughter put her hand up and said that her mother did drugs because I smoked cigarettes, which was nicotine, which was a drug.
Ouch.
So in front of the whole class, my mom does drugs. Thanks, kid. Yeah, so I had to explain the difference between, yes, nicotine is technically a drug, but that's not what they were asking.
Right.
Thank you. Yeah.
But in middle school, there was nothing like a bleacher cigarette.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mhm.
Hide under the bleachers,
Hide
take
under
a
the
couple
bleachers.
of puffs, whatever you could get.
When I was in high school, there were these outdoor stairs, and I used to cram myself under the bottom couple steps because it was blocked off. And at one point, the principal and an entire class came down the steps over my head when I was smoking under there. And somebody's like, "It smells like smoke." And he was like, "Yeah, somebody probably had a cigarette out here earlier," and walked away. I was like, "Oh my God, I almost got busted."
So we're about to get some education here about Tennessee, because apparently Rebecca says paddling is legal in Tennessee as long as you sign a paper agreeing with it. I got that paperwork last year
Told
and
ya.
was surprised.
Yep.
I thought that shit was like outlawed everywhere.
No, that's what I said. As long as the parent signs for it, they can still do it.
Wow. I thought they that was like corporal punishment, you know. Cody says, I got hit with a ruler in the late 90s in school. Left bruises on my ass. The school didn't do shit about it. Wow. That's fucked up. Oh my goodness. Dustin says, I fucking hated Dare. Just a waste of time. Also, numbers show it actually increased drug use.
And
You
fried
know what?
eggs.
I think that's true.
Made me want to eat more fried eggs.
Right?
This is your brain on drugs. Any questions? They do still have Dare, but they renamed it. It has a different name now, but it's still around.
It's like, seriously, Dare? Mousebonk says, yeah, Dare made me want to try weed. And look at you now. You are having a wonderful time. You know? Come on, man. This is some shit. You know, I never understood that shit. You remember the old black and white, you know, marijuana ads like, this is going to turn you into the worst person in the world. Well,
I learned it by watching you, all right? You mean like Reefer Madness?
Really? Yeah, that's it. The Reaper, Reefer Madness.
Reefer Madness. You got to do a parody video. You have to do it. That would be fantastic.
No doubt. It was just the dumbest fucking thing in the world. No one wanted to snort up anything in their nose when I was in school. It was like, why even bother? It wasn't even like around us. I mean, I get the whole, you know, idea or whatever, but I just thought that like some of you out there said, it made you want to try stuff just because, like, they're so
I didn't know about that one. Let me try that.
Exactly. Like, you're so against this. Why don't I want to see what the hubbub is about.
Yep.
You guys have been utterly fucking amazing tonight. This 1 year anniversary show has been the biggest showing ever. And, you know, we thank you guys for supporting this show. Us three just fucking talking about shit that, you know, unites us all in some kind of way. And there's been so many cool comments out there tonight. I can't wait to see what the future of this show is going to be. You know,
More
anybody
chaos
wanna
and
say anything?
shenanigans. I can't wait.
It's
I love
all
it.
about the shenanigans.
I look
Absolutely.
forward to this so much every week. I love you guys. Thank you so much for letting me join you and have so much fun. I love this. My family.
Absolutely. Brother Hoofbeast, you want to say anything?
Yeah, it was a really different show. If you guys go back and watch it in the beginning, like, it wasn't like this. And the difference is, like, we had Mousebong, but Mousebong wasn't quite the same in the beginning. Mousebong blossomed. Crystal fucking came on like an April or May, and
right.
I'm brought in bleached
Inspired,
buttholes
and
and dicks.
then we
I
had
love it.
Cody and then Rebecca talking about her bleached asshole. And wow, it has taken off. And we have Lizzie and Aaron now, like every week. Like we have regular people all the time. And it really is something different now. It has really evolved into something to where, you know, I think we are all really close together. Like I got a lot of shit going on right now in my life, so I'm not as bubbly as I normally am, but that will all pass.
Absolutely. Yes.
But this has been something that I look forward to every week, and it's the interaction with everybody. Like we're all friends. We are all so similar in so many ways. And you know what? There's fucking millions of us out in the world. I want to grow this. I want to have millions of people though, but I want to give Crystal and Mousebong and, you know, Cody and everybody else who's typing in priority so that we get to see their comments. Because if we blow up and get so big, then we're going to miss out on some of the best comments in here. Fucking when Crystal came in here, oh my gosh. Crystal makes me blush sometimes.
And everyone needs to commemorate the 1-year anniversary by getting a shirt.
Hell yeah.
Yay! Yes, let's go ahead and say that again. Y'all, if you love this show, and I know you do, it is very inexpensive. We have a lot of good merch on the Reapers Underground Teespring store. They ship it, I'm assuming, very fast, right? Sugar, in a reasonable amount of time.
Yes.
You know, let's just keep growing it, you know. And it's funny, we talked about cults again, you know, tonight, and you know, some of you out there in the comment section said we are a cult, we are our own cult. You know what? We're the cult of freedom. You know, go ahead, brother.
But we don't have a charismatic leader. We all are about equal in here. The way we share shit and the way that we have fun, like we are so similar. Like I never feel offended by anybody.
Me neither.
Anybody. And we're talking about some fun shit all the time, every fucking show, all the fucking time. Like this is like I'm like a bird, or like I'm like a butterfly just starting to get its little wings, and they're coming out and like you guys haven't seen shit yet. For the next year, look out.
I'm excited. I can't wait to see what comes out of this butterfly. If you're still in your cocoon, we're going to get it this year.
Well, I do like the butterfly panties. They're crotchless. They look like a butterfly, and there's nothing like right up the middle. Like, so yeah, if we're talking about butterflies, we'll talk about
dead.
So that would be a suggestion if you're going to get a tattoo down there, because the butterfly won't get in the way of the. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
I had to reference that for the 1-year anniversary.
Way ahead of you. I got a butterfly right there.
You got a butterfly tattoo, but you don't have a tattoo on your butterfly, sir.
That's right. Like I said, guys, you know, I never thought that this show would be what it is now. And it's what I had always hoped. You know, week in, week out, everybody goes through shit. We all go through the same shit. Sometimes it's like fucking unholy, crazy shit. But at the end of the day, though, this is a place where you guys can come and just forget about the bullshit in the world and just have a good time. You know, it's the first time I've ever thought of doing a show like this in the past. And, you know, you make it just so much worth doing. And you crack us the fuck up. I mean, we're always trying to crack you the fuck up, right? But it's like we are all equal, like Hoofby said, to the fucking T. And I can't wait to see what the next year of this show is going to be. And of course, tomorrow is Sinful Sunday. And the most important thing that you should do on that day is enjoy the great indulgence of life, as the great Magister Anton LaVey set forth. Because it's not the day to be redeemed, it's the day to enjoy yourself, as you should every day. So when you're ready to sin, you know where to find us. Spread the word. We ain't going fucking anywhere. I want to see us grow this to unimaginable heights. And together, we will take our merry band of the dark people.
Our merry band of misfits that are all just
the merry
belong together.
Misfits, and just spread the word, because, unfucking real. How do I even do that?
Cracking up about beasts.
Fucking Crystal.
What the hell did she say? I knew it. I fucking knew it. Spread the cheeks.
Yep.
I mean, sometimes I guess you just gotta. But when you spread those cheeks, always, motherfuckers, stay heavy.